going to hear from them at the end of the evening, but we're also going to hear from a few of them are going to be reading this evening. So it's Mystics in the Garden. We are going to take a journey through beautiful poetry and words and meditations of some of the most profound thinkers since the beginning of time. And we're also going to hear from some of the words of the profound thinkers that are right here on our site. Poets among us, they're going to share their words and the words of contemporary mystics. But I invite each of you to absolutely share the words, the spirit, the heart that is the mystic that is you. We understand that each one of us is a mystic. We're going to invite the kids to come in because they're going to come join us right at the beginning. And we're going to do a song of welcome. There's going to be songs tonight. There's going to be sound tonight. There's going to be a lot of silence. There's going to be some beautiful, beautiful poetry. I invite you to begin to hold the mindset of becoming a child of God and to be the bearer of the light that you are bringing into this space tonight. Once we get started, it's going to be a very meditative experience. You can close your eyes and you can go to a place of peace. And you can just go to a journey wherever your heart and your spirit is led, as you allow the presence and the power of God to guide you where you need to go. I welcome each of you here. I welcome those who are watching online. Welcome into this space. The spirit is not bound by time or space, so we are connected to each other in this now moment. We're going to begin with a reading. Greg Raduca is going to offer a reading, and the Dances for Universal Peace are going to be offering a song immediately following, and then we're going to bless the children.
Great, thank you.
Invocation by Hazrat Anayat Khan. Those of you who know it, if you would say it with me. Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the teacher, the spirit of guidance. Bismillah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. We begin in the name of God, most merciful, most compassionate.
Come, wherever you are, even though you're broken your past 1,000 times. Come again. Come, wherever
do want to invite you to join us. The Dances of Universal Peace meets right out here once a month. And if you would like more information, Amira leads those dances right here. She would love to invite you. It's on a Saturday at 4 o'clock, right? 4 o'clock? 4:30 in our parking lot if there's no rain, and inside if there is rain. So I hope you will join us. Right now I'm going to invite Reverend Julie to come up. The kids have been having all kinds of adventures around the property, and we're going to send them on the way to have playground time before we actually open up the meditation. Julie's going to offer them a blessing.
Julie! I'd like to introduce you all to Teddy. He is our new Unity dog. His family does not know he is with us this evening, but Tempe Reddock and Jody have brought him here, and he is ready to serve. So I'm going to invite the kids to come on over as I read this poem by William Wordsworth. No, Teddy, your turn is now. Okay. My heart leaps up when I behold a rainbow in the sky. So was it when my life began. So it is now I am a man. So be it when I shall grow old, or let me die. The child is father of the man, and I could wish my days to be bound each to each by natural piety. And William Wordsworth, to him, the children were the born mystics. They are the closest to source that we've been. And as children, we see God in the everyday. We see God in the trees and the acorns. And so come on in, kids. They have been making lanterns. Come on in. We're gonna welcome them. Give them a hand. Give them. They've been making lanterns. And so we're gonna take them on a nature walk, and they're gonna find some objects, and we're gonna go talk about where we see God in the everyday. So let's turn around. They're gonna give you a blessing. Turn around and face everybody. Yeah, okay. We know in Unity the YOU blessing. Does everybody know it? Yes. Ready? We love you, we really, really love you. Mwah. So as we head off on our nature walk and our lantern walk, we said go forth with the children. You can pet Teddy as we go and explore God through the natural world, and we will be back to tell you exactly what we found. All right, kids, let's go.
So the drummers make a little noise to drum them out of here. So the rest of our evening is going to be very reflective. So I invite you to get very, very comfortable. It's going to be very free-flowing. There's going to be sound. We've got Don here to play the gong. We've got bowls. We've got drums. We've got beautiful words. And we have breath. Take a deep breath with me. And on the exhale, remove any preconceived notions of what's going to happen here this evening. Take in the beauty of nature as you breathe in, and exhale anything that would keep you from being fully present to the miracle of this now moment. So what is a mystic? It's a person who seeks contemplation and self-surrender to obtain unity with the divine, the absolute. As you breathe, allow yourself to surrender to the divinity of the earth, the divinity of those around us, the divinity of your own being and your own heart. A mystic is an intuitive that seeks a personal experience of God without somebody in between. No minister, no guru, no shaman. It's simply you and God. And so when we talk about who is a mystic, we will read the words of many throughout history who have been considered mystics, but I invite you to place your hand upon your heart as you continue to breathe and to recognize that the same possibility and potential exists within you. Each and every one of you is a mystic. Those who are reading have been chosen because of their consciousness to create a container. Their mystical awareness, their mystical heart opens up a container for you to have your mystical experience, whatever it needs to be. So what constitutes a mystical experience? It is ineffable. It is beyond words. The words that we are sharing tonight are merely road markers, road signs to direct you inward, to take you to your own experience. It is noetic, it is illuminative, which means great insights are downloaded. Allow yourself to be open at the top to the bottom for the downloading of light, illuminative thoughts that will take you to a higher and deeper awareness of who you are, who all of us are. The mystical experience is transient, so there will be times tonight where you will fade in and you will fade out, and you will fade in and you will fade out. We let that be okay. It's part of the experience of each time fading back in that we go to a deeper place. It is passive. And perhaps the hardest part of the mystical journey is the passiveness. We're out of control. Let yourself give up control. Completely surrender. It is purgative. That means you must let go of that which is between you and the divine. And it is unitive. It brings oneness. Feel the oneness with the earth, the oneness with each other, the oneness with the divine, the oneness with God. And so we let the journey begin with the sounding of the bowl and the sounding of the gong.
Love Poem by Thich Nhat Hanh. Knowing your eyes are impermanent, knowing your eyes are not you, knowing your voice is impermanent, knowing your voice is not you, loving your eyes, loving your voice, I remain free. There are so many things that I love. Your eyes, your voice, your smile. I learn each moment to be a better lover. I learn each moment to discover my true love. To protect, to respect, and reverence is the nature of my love. Your smile is made of 6 elements. It is beautiful. Should I make it mine? Should I make it last for a long time? Should I try to record it? Knowing your smile is impermanent. Knowing your smile is not you. Loving your eyes, loving your smile, I am free. Your love is made of 6 elements. It is beautiful. Should I make it mine? Should I make it last for a long time? Should I try to record it? And I choose to protect, to respect, and reverence is the nature of my love. Here I Am by Kabir. O servant, where dost thou seek me? Lo, I am beside thee. I am neither in temple nor in mosque. I am neither in Kaaba nor Kailash. Neither am I in rites and ceremonies, nor in yoga, nor in renunciation. If thou art a true seeker, thou shalt at once see me. Thou shalt meet me in a moment of time. Kabir says, O sadhu, God is the breath of all breath.
After each reading, there will be a tone and a moment of silence. Please join us.
Paramahansa Yogananda. Vanished are the veils of light and shade, lifted the vapors of sorrow, sailed away the dawn of fleeting joy, gone the mirage of senses. Love, hate, health, disease, life and death departed, these false shadows on the screen of duality. Waves of laughter, skillas of sarcasm, whirlpools of melancholy melting in the vast sea of bliss. Bestilled is the storm of Maya by the magic wand of intuition deep. The universe, a forgotten dream, lurks subconsciously ready to invade my newly wakened memory divine. I exist without the cosmic shadow, but it could not live bereft of me. As the sea exists without the waves, but they breathe not without the sea. Dreams, waking states of deep Turiya sleep, present, past, future, no more for me but the ever-present, all flowing, I everywhere, consciously enjoyable, beyond the imagination of all expectancy. Is this my Samadhi state? Planets, stars, stardust, earth, volcanic burst of doomsday cataclysms, creation's molding furnace, glaciers of silent X-rays, burning floods of electrons. Thoughts of all men, past, present, and future, every blade of grass, myself and all, each particle of creation's dust, anger, greed, good, bad, salvation, lust, I swallowed them up, transmuted them into one vast ocean of blood of my own one being, smoldering joy, oft puffed by unceasing meditation, which blinded my tearful eyes, burst into eternal flames of bliss, and consumed my tears, my peace, my fame, my all. Thou art, I am thou, knowing, knower, known as one. One tranquil, unbroken thrill of eternal, living, ever-loving peace. Not an unconscious state or mental chloroform without willful return, Samadhi but extends my realm of consciousness beyond the limits of my mortal frame to the boundaries of eternity, where I, the cosmic sea, watch the little ego floating in me. Not a sparrow, nor a grain of sand falls without my sight. All space floats like an iceberg in my mental sea. I am the colossal container of all things made by deeper, longer, continuous, thirsty, guru-given meditation. This celestial Samdhi is attained. All the mobile murmurs of atoms are heard, the dark earth, mountains, seas are molten liquid. This flowing sea changes into vapors of nebulae. Om blows o'er the vapors, they open the veils, revealing a sea of shining electrons, till at the last sound of the cosmic drum, grosser light vanishes into eternal rays of all-pervading cosmic joy. From joy we come. For joy we live. Love is the scent with the lotus born. It is the silent choirs of petals singing the winter's harmony of uniform beauty. Love is the song of the soul singing to God. It is the balanced, rhythmic dance of planets, sun and moon lit in the sky hall festooned with fleecy clouds around the sovereign silent will. It is the thirst of the rose to drink the sun rays and blush red with life. 'Tis the promptings of the Mother Earth to feed her milk to the tender, thirsty roots, and to nurse all life. It is the urge of the sun to keep all things alive. Love is the unseen craving of the Mother Divine that took the protecting Father form and that feeds helpless mouths with milk of mother's tenderness. It is the baby's sweetness coaxing the rain of parental sympathy to shower upon them. It is the lover's unenslaved surrender to the beloved to serve and solace. It is the elixir of friendship, reviving broken and bruised souls. It is the martyr's zeal to shed his blood for the well-beloved fatherland. It is the ineffable, silent call of the heart to another heart. It is the God-drunk poet's heartaches. For every creature's groans, love is to enjoy the family rows of petal beings, and thence to move to spacious fields, passing by portals of social, national, international sympathy, on to the limitless cosmic home, to gaze with looks of wonderment, and to serve all that lives, still or moving. This is to know what love is. He knows who lives it. Love is evolution's ameliorative call to the far-strayed suns to return to perfection's home. It is the call of the beauty-robed ones to worship the great beauty. It is the call of God, those silent intelligences and star-burst of feelings. Love is the heaven toward which the flowers, rivers, nations, atoms, creatures, you and I, are rushing by the straight path of action, right or winding laboriously on error's path, all to reach heaven there at last.
Paramahansa Yogananda. From the depth of slumber, as I ascend the spiral stairway of wakefulness, I whisper, God, God, God. Thou art the food, and when I break my fast of nightly separation from thee, I taste thee and mentally say, God, God, God. No matter where I go, the spotlight of my mind ever keeps turning on thee, and in the battle of dim of activity, my silent war cry is ever God, God, God. When boisterous storms of trial shriek, and worries howl at me, I drown their noises, loudly chanting, God, God, God. When my mind weaves dreams with shreds of memories, then on that magic cloth I do emboss, God, God, God. Every night, in the time of my deepest sleep, my peace dreams and calls, joy, 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 and my joy comes singing evermore, God, God, God. waking, eating, working, dreaming, sleeping, serving, meditating, chanting, divinely loving, my soul constantly hums, unheard by any, God, God, God. Joan of Arc. I am not afraid. I was born to do this. If I am not, may God put me there. And if I am, may God so keep me. I would rather die than do something which I know to be a sin or to be against God's will. Get up tomorrow early in the morning, and earlier than you did today, and do the best that you can do. Always stay near me, for tomorrow I will have much to do, and more than I ever had, and tomorrow blood will leave my body above the breast. One life is all we have, and we live it as we believe in living it. But to sacrifice what you are and to live without belief, that is a fate more terrible than dying. Act, and God will act. Since God had commanded it, it was necessary that I do it. Since God commanded it, even if I had 100 fathers and mothers, even if I had been a king's daughter, I would have gone, nevertheless. Song of Love by Khalil Gibran. I am the lover's eyes and the spirit's wine and the heart's nourishment. I am a rose, my heart opens at dawn, and the virgin kisses me and places me upon her breast. I am the house of true fortune, and the origin of pleasure, and the beginning of peace and tranquility. I am the gentle smile upon his lips of beauty. When youth overtakes me, he forgets to toil, and his whole life becomes reality of sweet dreams. I am the poet's elation and the artist's revelation, and the musician's inspiration. I am a sacred shrine in the heart of a child, adored by a merciful mother. I appear to a heart's cry, I shun a demand. My fullness pursues the heart's desire. It shuns the empty claim of the voice. I appeared to Adam through Eve, and exile was his lot. Yet I revealed myself to Solomon, and he drew wisdom from my presence. I smiled at Helena, and she destroyed Tarwada. Yet I crowned Cleopatra, and peace dominated the valley of the Nile. I am like the ages, building today and destroying tomorrow. I am like a god who creates and ruins. I am sweeter than a violet sigh. I am more violent than a raging tempest. Gifts alone do not entice me. Parting does not discourage me. Poverty does not chase me. Jealousy does not prove my awareness. Madness does not evidence my presence. O seekers, I am truth, beseeching truth, and your truth in seeking and receiving, and protecting me shall determine my behavior.
From Joan of the Cross, a Spanish poet and mystic. Están llamando al amado, amando al amado. Estaré amando al amado, amando al amado. Estarse amando al amado, amando al amado, amando, amando al amado, estarse amando al amado, amando al amado, al amado, amando al amado, estarse amando al amado, amando al amado,
Two pieces from We Moon, the natural rhythms for women. The first piece, Her Name Was Helen, by Amy N. great-grandmother. We called her Ma. My secret inspiration. Her eyes twinkled with the magic of stars. She talked to the spirits, offered connection to the living, feeling left behind. Not fancy, but perfect. Astrology, tarot, and messages from beyond. Her legacy lives on in my experience. She taught me to wonder, inspect, analyze. Her belief in the unseen is now my solid foundation. The outcast, we embraced her. The odd duck, with us, she belonged. Sitting on her throne of quiet acceptance, spinning with the elements of the cosmos, with worms and fish and the lake, the outhouse and the compost, laughter and love coming to me in my dreams, teaching me I was too young to understand. The self had not yet recognized the other questions left unanswered. Perceptions of lines command to blur, near and far. The desire of consciousness incarnate. The holy embodiment of matter. We called her Ma. And this poem is called Priestess Poem by Maya Spector. It is my calling to be hollow and empty, like a bamboo reed. The wind may blow through me, or a song, or the breath and voice of one on the other side of the veil. I could be a messenger or a vehicle for love. I could be an echo in a canyon or a hawker in the street. I could be a puppet or a whirling dervish. I could be a clown or a mourner. My crown opens. My feet are planted. Whatever comes, comes. I must take my desires and my preferences and stash them away. Empty, hollow. Come, goddess, come.
The Women's Journey by yours truly. Maiden, so full of hope and wonder, as well as so very innocent. She's the Greek Artemis, the Roman Diana, the Celtic Rhiannon, or the Nordic Freya. Mother, she flourishes with her gift of giving life, with her gift of taking care of other creatures in a motherly way. She's the Greek Selene, the Roman Ceres, or the Celtic Danu. Crone, she is the autumn and the beginning of winter. She reminds us that dying is part of life. Through history, the crone did get a very bad rap. Since today's society favors the young, many don't want to accept her, and while some find her quite scary, she's feared by many. However, if you have the courage to accept and embrace the crone stage in your life, you'll find that life is like an ice cream cone, to be enjoyed a lick at a time. Granted, not all ice cream will be sweet and wonderful. It could melt before you finish it, or it can drop off the cone and fall on the ground. The crone will just bend over and scoop it all up. We know. She's done it all before. The mythical crone decides for herself how sweet her ice cream will be. I urge you to embrace that mysterious, mythical crone stage of life. If you're able to do that, I assure you, it's very rewarding.
This is from Thich Nhat Hanh. The river is flowing. The river is flowing, flowing and growing. The river is flowing back to the sea. Brother River, carry me. You kin I will always be. Brother River, carry me back to the sea. The earth, she is yearning, yearning and turning. The earth, she is yearning for us to be free. Mother Earth, carry me. You child I will always be. Mother Earth, carry me till we are free. The moon, she is waiting, waxing and waning. The moon, she is waiting for us to be free. Sister Moon, watch over me. Your kin I will always be. Sister Moon, watch over me till we are free. The sun, he is shining, shining and smiling. The sun, he is shining, offering light. Father, Son, watch over me. Your child I will always be. Father, Son, watch over me till we are all free.
I'm going to read a very, very short lesson from the Course in Miracles. The Course in Miracles is a modern Christian mystic study. If you would, you could close your eyes. We are surrounded by the love of God. Creator, you stand before me and behind, beside me, in the place I see myself and everywhere I go. You are in all the things I look upon, the sounds I hear, and every hand that reaches for my own. In you, time disappears and place becomes a meaningless belief. For what surrounds us and keeps us safe is love itself. There is no source but this, and nothing is that does not share its holiness, that stands beyond your one creation, or without the love which holds all things within itself. Creator, we are like yourself. We come to you in your own name tonight to be at peace within your everlasting love. We are surrounded by the love of God.
This is a poem from Teresa of Avila, a Spanish poet and mystic. You might hear some of his, the lyrics, it means nothing disturbs you. Nothing disturbs you, nada te turbe, nada te espante, todo se pasa. Dios no se muda, la paciencia todo lo alcanza. Quien a Dios tiene, nada le falta. Solo Dios basta. Lleva el pensamiento al cielo, sube, por nada te acomodes, nada te turbe. El amor sigue con pecho grande y venga lo que venga, ay, nada te espante. Es la gloria del mundo, es gloria vana. Nada tiene de estable, nada estable, solo Dios basta. Nada te turbe, nada te espante. Todo se pasa. Dios no se muda, la paciencia todo lo alcanza. Quien a Dios tiene, nada le falta. Ay, solo Dios basta. And we trust the intelligence of the heart with those lyrics.
Now that I'm standing, I'll read. going to read from Any Given Someday by my very favorite modern-day mystic, John Rodell. Once there was a forest that was the home to a little robin. One day, the little robin asked God, "What song would you like me to sing for you?" God responded to her in a falling rose petal. "Oh, my dear little robin, I love you, but don't sing to me a song." The robin was confused. "But I have so many songs I could serenade you with. I have a lovely ballad about the sunrise that will make even you cry." "That's okay, my little robin. I don't want you to sing me a song," God said to her quietly through the breeze. God must not be able to hear me correctly, the little robin thought. So she flew up to the top of the highest tree in the park and asked, "God, can I offer you a hymn on how much I love my wings? It's such a beautiful song." God spoke to the little robin through a single beam of sunlight. "No, little robin, I don't want you to sing me a song. In fact, I don't want you to sing a song ever again." The little heart in the little robin started to break. She'd been practicing her whole life to become a beautiful singer. The little robin felt so lost. "But if I'm not to sing, what is my purpose?" God came down to the little robin in the form of a single drop of rain that landed on her tiny beak and said to her, "I don't want you to sing a song. I want you to become a song." Suddenly, the little robin felt a warmth inside her that she had never felt before. It was peace. It was peace. It was purpose. It was peace. It was a fire. The little robin began to glow, and then, just like that, she split into 4 equal pieces. The first piece was a falling rose petal. The second piece was a gentle breeze. The third piece was a radiating sunbeam. And the last piece was a single drop of rain. It was all a song, and the little robin became the most beautiful song any animal in the forest had ever heard. Someday, I will be a song. How to Live with My Body by John Rodell. My brain and heart divorced a decade ago over who was to blame about how big a mess I have become. Eventually, they couldn't be in the same room with each other. So now my head and heart share custody of me. I stay with my brain during the week, and my heart gets me on weekends. They never speak to one another. Instead, they give me the same note to pass to each other every week. And the notes they send to one another always say the same thing. "This is all your fault." On Sundays, my heart complains about how my head has let me down in the past. And on Wednesdays, my head lists all of the times my heart has screwed things up for me in the future. They blame each other for the state of my life. There's been a lot of yelling and crying. So lately, I've been spending a lot of time with my gut, who serves as my unofficial therapist. Most nights, I sneak out of the windows in my rib cage, and I slide down my spine and collapse on my gut's plush leather chair that's always open for me. And I just sit until the sun comes up. Last evening, my gut asked me if I was having a hard time being caught between my heart and my head. I nodded. I said I didn't know if I could live with either of them anymore. My heart is always sad about something that happened yesterday While my head is always worried about something that may happen tomorrow, I lamented. My gut squeezed my hand. I just can't live with my mistakes of the past or my anxiety about the future, I sighed. My gut smiled and said, in that case, you should go stay with your lungs for a while. I was confused. The look on my face gave it away. If you are exhausted about your heart's obsession with a fixed past and your mind's focus on the uncertain future, your lungs are the perfect place for you. There is no yesterday in your lungs. There is no tomorrow there either. There is only now. There is only inhale. There is only exhale. There is only this moment. There is only breath. And in that breath, you can rest while your heart and head work their relationship out. This morning, while my brain was busy reading tea leaves, and while my heart was staring at old photographs, I packed a little bag, and I walked to the door of my lungs. Before I could even knock, she opened the door with a smile, and as a gust of air embraced me, she said, "What took you so long?"
Our final reading, we offer respect to our elder brother, our way shower, the master teacher, Jesus. An interpretation of the Lord's Prayer before we bring the children back in. Come on, Emerson, come on. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of us in our actions bear fruit in accordance with your desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and to flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of their past mistakes. And do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our own true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, the power. You are the fulfillment. As all is gathered and made whole once again. Amen. Amen. Together we say, Amen. I invite the children to bring their light in as the crones once again drum them into the circle. Promise you we have not not lost your children? I think they're coming. Invite the children to bring their light to the center of the circle. So we have a final blessing by one of our, I'm reluctant to say children, but it's one of our Uniteens. And Emerson stood up and said, I will be the one who offers this final blessing. And so this blessing is from the Uniteens. I'm going to invite all of you to stand, if you are able, and to hold these words that Emerson shares from their heart for our children, and then we'll have a final song.
What Can You Do with a Chance? By Kirby, Yamada. What can you do with a chance, especially one that seems too big, or too wild, or just out of reach? Do you hold back? Do you act like you don't care? Do you let it slip away? One day, I got a chance. It just seemed to show up. It acted like it knew me, as if it wanted something. I didn't know why it was there. What do you do with a chance? I wondered. It fluttered around me. It brushed up against me. It circled me as if it wanted me to grab it. I started to reach for it, but I was unsure and pulled back. And so, it flew away. I thought about it a lot. I wished I had taken my chance. I realized I had wanted it, but I still didn't know if I had the courage. When another chance came around, I wasn't so sure, but I decided to try. I reached for it, but I missed and fell. I was embarrassed. I felt foolish. It seemed like everyone was looking at me. I decided I never wanted to feel like that again. So, after that, whenever a chance came along, I ignored it. And the more I ignored them, the less they came around. Until, one day, I noticed that I hadn't seen a chance in quite a while. It is as if they had all disappeared. I started to worry. What if I don't get another chance? I knew I acted like I didn't care, but the truth was, I did. I still wanted to take a chance, but I was afraid. And I wasn't sure if I'd be brave enough. Then I thought, maybe I don't have to be brave all the time. Maybe I just need to be brave for a little while, at the right time. I realized it was up to me. I promised myself that if I never got the chance, I wasn't going to hold back. If I got another chance, I was going to be ready. Then, one seemingly ordinary day, I saw something shining far off the distance. Is it possible? I hoped. Could this be my chance? I had to find out. I ran as hard and as fast as I could toward it. I don't know how to explain it, but the second I let go of my fears, I was full of excitement. It wasn't that I was no longer afraid, but now my excitement was bigger than my fear. As I got closer, I could see that this was a really huge chance. This time, I was ready. As it came by, I reached out and grabbed it. I held on with all my might. It felt so good to soar, to fly, to be free. I now see that when I hold back, I miss out. And I don't want to miss out. So, what do you do with a chance? You take it, because it just might be the start of something incredible. What do you do with new chances? What do new chances become? New friendships, exciting opportunities, daring discoveries. Chances are invitations to grand adventures, tickets to unforgettable experiences, doors to whole new worlds. Chances help you see who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. So, what will you do with a chance? Now that's up to you.
Please, please, please. And sing this as please, oh, yeah. Please, please,
So for our children, mystics take the steps that are theirs to take. They take the chance that is theirs to take. And I want our children to know that we have a community. Look around the circle of people who believe in you. When that chance comes to your life, know that you have an army of love behind you. You have an army of mystics behind you. The presence of God showing up as each and every one of you. It's right at the center of your chest, and right at the center of your community. You are charged with creating peace on earth. But you don't do that alone. Every word you speak, every beat of your heart, every step you take creates a more peaceful, loving, beautiful, and connected world. And so we're going to sing this final song. I'm going to invite all of you to join the Dances of Universal Peace with these words. Peace, peace, peace. Peace on earth. Peace, peace, peace. For all the universe. Peace, peace, peace. Peace on I'm going to invite the crones to join us on the drums. One last time for the world. I'm going to invite the kids to raise their lanterns as the rest of us clap along. Come on now, please. Acapella, everyone. Peace, peace, peace. Peace on earth. Peace, peace, peace. For all the universe. Is there anything that the children would like to share with the adults?
So the kids have a blessing for the adults. They want you to know that God is in the moon. God is in your heart. When you're having a bad day, you can feel him. God sits on your shoulder. You guys want to say anything else? I'm trying to remember.
He's in your head. He's in dogs. Yes. He's inside of your cat.
We talked a lot about God and dog being back.
He's inside your home.
Yes, he's inside your heart, and that was the big takeaway that they want you to know, is that at any moment with your next thought, God is inside you at all times.
Yes. God is in the children, yes? Yes, she is. I want to thank everyone who participated tonight. We kind of just had an eclectic group of beautiful words and wonderful group of people who were willing to give their time and their energy to talent to share these beautiful words with you. I invite you all to go be the mystic, to create the peace on earth, to be the child of God that we know you to be. Please thank, if somebody said something or read something or shared something that touched you, don't leave without saying thank you to them. They gave of their time and their energy tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I want to invite you next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is a new chapter. We'll be inside with Rapping with the Rev. It's an opportunity to have a meditation from 7 to 7:30, and at 7:30 we're going to get into intellectual dialogue. So we'll realize God in the heart and God in the mind. Thanks so much for those of you who have joined us online. Thanks to all the groups. Please thank them. Thanks to each and every one of you. Have a beautiful and blessed evening.
Hey,